birthday boy here today. First of all, how many years on that birthday cake today, Dale?
Too many to announce.
Too many to announce.
Close to retirement age, but it's the kids didn't know it. But I wasn't going to say anything until if we were fortunate enough to win, and it was certainly a nice birthday present. I'm happy. I'll take that anytime.
Well, a huge birthday present, an unforgettable softball game between two real great, fine programs here.
It really was, and we knew coming in it was going to be a very, very good game. We played up here 3 years in a row for the regional championship, and Jane does a great job. Shannon McGuire is the real deal in the circle, and they have some nice hitters and some speed at the top of their lineup, and we feel very fortunate to win, and we know we'd beat a good team to move on.
Well, and like I talked to Casey, softball's a tough game. When you make the decision to play softball, you do it for better or worse. And you had some issues there in the field in the first couple innings. And what did you say to Tasha? And you've seen that before. That happens to everybody.
It does. And we've platooned a little bit in the outfield. We have 4 pretty good outfielders, and we've moved them around. And 4 people play 3 spots. And we just kind of rotated. Tosh got the start today. Casey started the last game, and Tosh just had one of those days. And after the second one goes, you feel bad, but as a coach, you can't let it happen again. We knew if we let him get out too many, and Tasha handled that really well. She's a class act. She's done all the right things this year, going into the Marines in a couple weeks. So she's got some toughness about her. Yeah, going to basic training here in a couple weeks, and she's got some toughness about her. She works out, and you better be tough if you're going to the Marines, and she is. It's just one of those things. And then when the first one happened, you get you a little shaky in the second one, a little nerves set in. And to her credit, she understood. She handled it well. And I even give her a lot of credit. She went out in the on-deck circle at one time, even though we didn't have her, but she wanted the chance to go back in there and try to redeem herself, and that says a lot about her too. And fortunately, I guess we made the right call on that, stuck with Casey, and Casey just got enough to bat on the ball. That's a great 2-out rally there. We got 2 outs, nobody on, and the kids keep battling. And McCardle gets the hit, and then Montgomery with 2 strikes, I think, gets a big hit. The Updike move kind of worked out. Got to give Coach Herbst some credit on that one. She was the one that kind of talked me into it. I was leaning against going against it, but McCardle might have not been able to go to first and third, and Updike's just a step or 2 quicker, and was able to go first to third, drew the throw. So then we get a runner on second, and now Gutzmer's hit scores 2 instead of 1. And it turns out to be huge.
Well, that whole sequence there. Mike and I were talking about on the air. Your money player that I've seen in the games that we've done, Kelsey Erickson, strikes out, and that's the second strikeout in a row. 4 out of the last 5 batters against a rhythm pitcher like Shannon McGuire. That's not a good omen for what's to come. Are you thinking though that part of the lineup, you talked about it all year? This is a younger team that is starting to kind of catch its stride. Do you expect that kind of thing out of 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah, we do. And I was thinking in the 6th, we got to get something here. Not that we can't get anything from the top, but statistically, our better hitters are at the top of the lineup, and you'd like to have that lead, before you get to your bottom half, the lower half. Even though we have a lot of confidence in those kids, Craig's been good lately, and and Kelsey did strike out there, but she had that big hit to get us basically 2 runs early in the game that got us back to even. So she did her thing today too, but Shannon's good, and she made some good pitches against our number 2 and 3 hitters, and thank goodness McCardle's had a great year, and she comes up with a hit, and that's why you never know. They go through, like you said, mow down some of your best hitters. She mows them down, and you just keep battling, and you find a way. McCardle scratches out a hit. If I remember right, it wasn't crushed, just kind of got it through a hole, if I remember right. Yep. And then, I'm kind of working with Updike, so I can't remember Montgomery's, but I don't think that one was crushed either.
Montgomery's, the shortstop, broke to the left, and her ball went to the right of her, and it was a C&I single. Yeah. And much like the McCardle base hit through the right side of the infield, you got the 2 runners on, and then the last hit was pretty good, though. She got the bat on the ball, an 0-2 pitch, by the way.
And it was a pitch away, too, and Casey struggled with pitches away all year, and swung and missed on a lot of pitches away, and she just stayed back just enough to get it off the end of the bat and dump it in there. So hats off to her. She's done a nice job handling the whole situation, the platoon situation, and very proud of her.
We're with Dale Bouvin on the FHN postgame show. Monroe, a 5-2 winner here today, regional final softball in Spring Green. We haven't talked yet about your pitcher, but Becca Armstrong with 11 Ks in the circle today
11, that's outstanding.
Was real solid again.
Against a good hitting team, and it could have been a shutout if we make a few plays, like you said, but 11 strikeouts. That's good when you get to this level. When you get to the regional finals against a state-ranked team and a very good team, a senior-dominated team, and to get that many, that's outstanding. It was hard for me today. Sometimes when I'm closer to the action, I can judge how quick she's throwing it. But you're so far away here with the dugouts way down the line, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes just what kind of snap and pop she has. But must have been something, right? With 11 strikeouts, so we'll take it. And against Oddville, she got too many pitches up and too many pitches down what we call the red, right down the middle of the plate. And I think today she did a good job.
Well, your young team is growing up. They're going on to sectionals, and it looks like it might be Portage. They're up 5-2 on Sauk. I don't know if it'll still be at Prairie du Chien, but it'll be somewhere on Tuesday. But the big news is you're going to play another game. And with this team, this is what you were looking for back when we saw you in the early part of the season, going through some of the growing pains.
Yeah, that's exciting. When we got off to a good start in the conference race, and it looked like we might be able to stay in it, and we made a couple plays and a couple bad games where we just kind of lost some one-run games, and kind of like we did here early in the game, and we made some mistakes. And I would have figured if we would have made those kind of mistakes that we wouldn't even won today. But you got to give credit to Armstrong and to the kids that came up with the big hits later in the game to get it done. But yeah, we're excited. We're starting 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and I would very much love. Our group of seniors is fantastic. People talk about our young players and a young team, but our group of seniors are fantastic, and I would love very much to get the Ericksons, the McCardles, the Flannerys, and all those kids back to state one more time.
Outstanding. The birthday boy Dale.